No matter how down you might feel one day, they'll always put you in a good mood with a song or two. Everybody out there loves the Muppets, man. Like I said, it's hardly every time you'll hear a Muppet sing a song that you don't tap your toes and you crack a smile just a little bit. Muppets! Drugs help too. But
Yeah.
Don't tell me that don't put you in a good mood right there.
Kind of annoying, but okay.
Well, you'll know about everything today. Stuff the Red Martin, but you'll be having a good time. Martin, the Muppets. Why? I don't know. They need to shut the.
Doing the same goddamn thing. Bop, bop, bop.
Them beeps and boops and quacks and shit. Yeah, man. They need to shut the hell up. Leave me alone. So with the exception of Martin Thomas over here, we all love the Muppets, man. You know, the darkest the Muppets have ever gotten is Oscar might have to cuss him out, you know.
I wanted to play a game, but everybody's...
Play a game?
Busy. Could you play a game with me?
You kick my can and bother me and expect me to play a game?
Play this goddamn game.
Man.
How do you like that, huh?
I watched that scene and I'm just like, Grover, get out of there.
No, shut up. Out of all the people, why you messing with him?
Wow.
The man who's called Oscar the Grouch, whose last name is Grouch.
This ain't like the blue man who just might call your manager.
Exactly. And that's why you don't like the Muppets, because they remind you too much of Blue Man. There's been so many situations where you've been Blue Man, I've been Grover.
That's right.
I see why you hate the Muppets, because that's another thing. It don't really get bad unless Oscar got to cuss somebody. And keep in mind, whenever Grover's around, that's when the shit really goes bad. Grover gets on everybody's nerves. So maybe with the exception of Grover, Grover, he's not pissing off Oscar, or he did those arguments between Blue Man and Grover. Sometimes those get a little bit out of hand. That's about as violent as it gets. Killed a man with a hamburger. Look, he's hot on the
Crushing him.
Now, goddamn it, I didn't order that.
And then the internet. And at that moment, people start digging, and that's when they discovered Wilkins Coffee.
Okay, buddy, what do you think of Wilkins Coffee? I never tasted it. Now, what do you think of Wilkins?
Goddamn, he didn't even say I don't like it.
I've never had it before.
Those commercials, those commercials, they straight out said, "Buy this shit, a bitch, I'll kill you."
Yeah. Right.
People. They discovered those coffee commercials, man, and people like, are these authentic Muppets? They're like,
well,
yes,
prototypes
from the man Jim Henson. They were prototypes for death. Yeah, Jim Henson. That's early on Jim Henson right there. And that's what people say, man. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, why you got to bring up old shit?
Exactly, man. They're not even really the Muppets that we know today. We'll see about that. The thing is, people saying maybe sweet old Jim was going through a phase before he became the sweet-natured man that we know today. And I did some digging today because for some reason, these coffee commercials, TMZ found this. And TMZ, and I told Martin earlier, the headline, it's one of their least clever headlines, but it's one of the most honest. The headline literally said, "Do you see this shit?" And people are like, "Have you seen this?" And people are like, "Yeah, we've been talking about this
for a while, years."
This is one of the times TMZ was slipping, man.
Yep.
They talk about how these coffee commercials, how they've gone viral now.
This has been a public service. We're here to persuade people to drink more Wilkins Coffee.
This is bad. I mean, it ain't even hiding. He's got a weapon in his hand right now.
It's a club.
You look at this, you're like, man, turn around. No, go back.
And you makes me think that somebody told him, no, go on out there. And he's like, you sure?
But he's got a club. Oh, he ain't doing that one. That's just a prop. That's rubber, man.
What's the club for?
He didn't even ask if you want Wilkins Coffee. He just fucking hit him.
He might like the coffee.
Yeah. He didn't even give him a chance. He just wants to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it is.
He's like, oh.
He's like, what did I do?
Yeah.
People say, sweet old Jim, it was just him starting out. He probably didn't even write those scripts, man. And I'm like, nah, man. Behind that sweet demeanor that he has right there, lurk something.
Oh, don't do that.
Lurk something darker and more sinister. Yeah,
Oh, you have to give him the treatment.
I had to, man. I had to. He's evil. The man is evil. I'm telling you.
Not the documentary treatment.
Yeah, man.
A docu-series.
Look at all the Muppets. They tried to tell it. They're looking at it. Like,
Oh, look, demonic they look.
yeah, man. Maybe that people say, because maybe the people say maybe it's the coffee. Maybe the coffee brought something dark and evil out of this man. You know, maybe it was the evil of that caffeine that made these characters start killing each other. And nah, that's not it, man. These characters killed and maimed each other for a lot of things. I was doing some digging, man, for a lot of food out there. They would kill each other over things like bread.
Do you like to eat? Yes. Do you like to eat bread? Yes. Do you like to eat Kern's bread? No? Oh, shall we try that again?
Now what's your answer now?
It's like a Muppet Mafia.
Yeah, really. You got the suits and everything.
It really is like a Muppet Mafia, man, and that's light. Listen, you get one time. You might get lucky and get a beating if you don't give them the answer that they want. But a second time, you're dead.
Hey, fella, do you like Kern's bread?
Ooh, well, gee, I don't know. I guess.
He didn't even get to finish his response. He's like, I'm dead.
He said, I don't know.
I don't know.
I never had it before.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There was another bread company that hired them.
Wow.
What was it? Cossins, I believe, or Cassins, whatever. It doesn't even matter. Nobody's going to remember that. You're just buying it because you're scared, because you fear for your life. But this is another bread company that brought them in to threaten people to buy their product.
What you eating? A sandwich made with Clausen's bread. Want a bite? Sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Did you hear the crack?
Yeah, the bone. He got the bone right there.
People always
Meat,
thought that
tendon.
the Muppets was soft inside. he snapped that bone right there.
Yeah, that was bone crunching.
Jesus.
No more clavicle.
Nope.
Bread. Want a bite? Sure.
God.
He didn't even do anything.
No.
He didn't even ask him, like, do you like bread? Do you want it? He was just looking for a reason to physically assault.
Yep.
Kermit right here.
The funny thing is, up till now, it's just been generic Muppets with no name, but that's the
Kermit.
star right there.
That's Kermit, yeah.
My man was ready to he was ready to try the product.
Yeah.
Might have had a new customer. I said, fuck it. I don't like this frog.
I'm going to eat him.
Okay.
A sandwich is good, but a frog is better.
Yeah. It just goes to show you, this is how scary this is. You can't win.
No.
Yeah.
Even when you look like you're about to give them the answer that they want, even when it looks like you're ready to try it, there's no right answer, man. If you didn't try the bread or you didn't want the bread, you better have the bread yourself. The bread was almost a way of paying these Muppets off so you could live another day.
Help! Did you bring a loaf of Clausen's bread? No!
He really slammed it down and lifted it up to watch him fall.
He did. You see that? Look at that.
Help! Did you bring a loaf of Clausen's bread? No!
Bam!
Just come back, you just see a frog body going down. That's where they got that meme from, man.